Hey everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Yet again, we're doing another weekend stream. There will be no giveaways today, unfortunately. Thank you guys for the Crypto Bronze, Kyle Mahoney, and then Giov. Thank you for the Crypto Silver membership. A lot of you guys are buying those memberships, and it definitely shows a lot of support to the channel. Thank you so much for buying those memberships. Like I said, join the Discord. Let me know in the Discord, and I will give you the appropriate roles. So there's a lot going on recently with the market. We see a 6% increase after, quite a bit of a dip throughout the week there. We saw Bitcoin, tank quite a bit. If we actually go to Bitcoin itself and see what's really happened, we tanked all the way down to, where was it here? 50,000 on March 25th. And now we're back up, 6,000 to that 21% increase overall in the last month. So we're still looking pretty good. Still looking bullish for the rest of, hopefully the rest of the summer. I don't know if it'll last the entire summer. Obviously, there's a lot of speculation going on there. But we do see storage here on the top gainers list in the last 24 hours doing big things, a 90% increase going all the way to 290. And then we obviously have that highest volume in the last 24 hours being Bitcoin. So let's see what you guys all want us to take a look at today. Obviously, we're going to do some hidden gem hunting. However, there is going to be a lot to talk about here today in the crypto verse. So we will continue. Just want to make sure I am live real quick. So let me check that real quick. I think I made that mistake last stream, as I am somewhat new to the live streaming. Looks like we are live. Okay, so you guys, we've talked about Filecoin actually when it was down quite a bit. I think we talked about it here before it even made its way to the $100 mark, obviously, because we had that. Well, actually, we'll pull that up. Let's go to YouTube real quick and pull up our community tab. I know we did a voting on this, which would lead all the way to right here. So where our first coin to $100, we had 9.4K votes, and we actually had THETA on top, Polkadot in second, Chainlink in third, Uniswap in fourth, and Filecoin actually was last. And so that's actually it's pretty ironic that our last vote was the one that got to $100 first. At the time of this vote, I think it was around $90 or so. But yeah, we saw a very massive increase in Filecoin, and a lot of you guys hopefully got in on that profit when we did our first video a while back. We actually did that first Filecoin video. So if you got in, Filecoin then, very well done. There is going to be some hunting for us today to be done on CoinGecko. We will take a look at that for sure. If we go through the market cap, you know how I like to do it. We keep this market cap at the top, and we'll actually continue down to the very bottom. We'll be able to scroll down to, let's go to page 5, and then let's go to the next page after that. Let's go to 9. We basically want to get a low market cap, obviously giving us potential for very large gains. It doesn't really matter where you start. You're going to have to do the same amount of research to really get a shot at finding a potential 100x or 1000x. Shiloh says no sound. I am alive. I believe there is sound, Shiloh. Unfortunately, let me know if you guys can't hear me. Obviously, you can't. Let me know if you can hear me. How about that? As we continue down, we're seeing a lot of potential. If you saw the last video, there was a lot of potential at the very least. We saw two coins, Typerium, I believe, and MMO Coin, both with potential for big things. If we continue down just a little bit more, we can start about right here and just start digging through some of these. Obviously, the market cap sitting around 300,000 on some of these. Very big potential on, a few that we have seen in the last video. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Good. Okay, so thank you guys for responding so quickly there. Let's take a look at a few of these. Let's start with gems, shall we? Let me know if you guys want me to take a look at certain coins as well. So Anchor is one of those that looks like a lot of people have been asking about recently. We have 129 viewers already. You guys are awesome. We got there so quick. If you guys want to continue to support me, definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have been amazing since the beginning here. So we're looking at Gem right now. Gem is definitely one of those coins. I did a little bit of research on Gem actually recently, and the only way you can get it right now is Gate.io. Obviously, Trust Score, we have a yellow. I haven't actually used Gate.io, so I can't give you much information on that one. However, if we go and take a look at the actual website, you can also read the about. We'll go to gems.org and see if this is maybe a hidden gem for us, for us to look at. So it looks like expand a new and better microtask marketplace, easy to get started, high quality workers, ethical pricing for workers and requesters, built-in quality management. I'm already not loving what I'm seeing, so I'm actually going to be backing out real quickly, and we'll go back to CoinGecko and see if we can find something very quickly. So we do have some people asking about Wink. So let's actually go take a look at Wink, shall we? Let's take a look at... Shiloh, turn on your speakers. Yeah, Shiloh, you might want to turn your volume up. Obviously, you can't hear me if it's all the way down. But in the last 24 hours, we did see Wink do some good things. We saw it, obviously, kind of bounce back from that week decrease. So in the last week alone, we saw a 15.6% decrease. In the last 24 hours, though, we did see it kind of stabilize and increase 2%. So Wink is on the right direction to stabilize and hopefully get some new potential buyers before we see some new projects and updates come out and we see Wink skyrocket even a little bit more. I think there's a lot of potential behind Wink. This is definitely one of those hidden gems, a lot of people still don't know about. Only 165.5 million in the last 24 hours alone. The market cap's only at 123 million as well, so that's going to be a very high potential behind Wink itself. Wink is basically a casino or games place where you can go play games and benefit from it by basically gambling. So it's one of those that I don't know how long this will last as a true big potential coin because of what it all entails. It's pretty much just gambling and casino. So I'm really hoping they go the live route and give us some esports. Maybe I think they already have sports as well as I guess we can go to the Wink website and actually figure it out for ourselves. But this is why we use CoinGecko. If you look up, the coin itself, you can actually find the website much easier on CoinGecko. So I'm starting to transition over to CoinGecko instead of Coinbase for you guys because it does have more information for us to actually look at. So here we're on Wink's website. So wink.org, it's pretty much just sports, poker, and then if you go to the live on the left, you can see casino and sports. If they can switch it over to having esports as well, obviously a lot of the same people that are into crypto are into esports as well. So that could be very big potential for Wink if they do that. We have a couple more people talking about a few different coins here. So we will take a look at another coin as hopefully Wink continues on that increase. I know a lot of you guys are invested in Wink, and it definitely does have potential for big things in the future. Please look at HOT. We did a video, I believe, just on HOT today. Am I right when I'm saying that, guys? Yeah, we did a hollow chain video 8 hours ago. So if you want to take a look at that, you definitely can. We have Bepro. We have a lot of Bepro people in here. Let's take a look at Bepro because that's one I still think is undervalued. I think there will be a big surge of an increase. I don't think it'll be 100x maybe right away. However, I do think Bepro is very undervalued at this. Let's take a look here. We have about a 0.0212 price right now for Bepro, 13% decrease in the last 24 hours. If we go to the last week alone, we see a 26% decrease. That gives you guys a very good buy-in point. Remember, guys, this is never going to be a financial advice channel. I will never give you guys financial advice, so always do your own research. I should be saying that every couple minutes here to just stay on track of you guys and let you guys know that. So Bepro, definitely one of those, like I said, that has very good potential, very big upside. It's one of those that has gaming involved with coins and crypto with gaming right now, like Enjin as well. They're doing big things, and I don't think Bepro is going to be one that's going to be left behind. The volume in the last 24 hours is actually at a decent 10.9 million. The market cap right now is at 38.8 million, which is actually fairly low. So Bepro is a pretty good spot for very large gains at this moment. I think this could be another hidden gem, possibly. Mind looking at SKEY. Yeah, we can take a look at SKEY. Can't talk. Let's check that out real quick. So Smart Key, yeah, this is actually one I haven't looked at too much. The volume in the last 24 hours is at a very low 1.2 million. There's not much information on the market cap and circulating supply, and there's no website linked on Coinbase. So we probably will stick with CoinGecko for most of these, just because they usually have all their information here for us. So if we continue down, yeah, we have the market cap rank is at number 446. We do have. Well, let's take a look at the actual website and see what we think. In Smart Key, what this really is. I'm not sure. I haven't done too much research into it. So become part of our project. Smart Key is the missing part of the puzzle that connects the world of decentralized finance or DeFi and blockchain with the world of physical assets. We are the first working platform that allows you to combine physical values and assets, blockchain of things with DeFi projects and operating on the Ethereum waves and blockchain. So I do like this idea of plug and play with Ethereum and secure finances and business models, how Ethereum blockchain helps to save lives. How does it work? It's simple. Okay, so there's a lot of videos I would have to watch and a lot of research to be done here before I give you guys any information on what I think about the smart key. However, it does look like it has potential. Obviously, like I said, a lot more to be done before I suggest even to myself going and buying this. But it does look like, it's something I should look into, maybe make a video on. I definitely see, just on the website itself and understanding what they're trying to accomplish, the value that our solution brings to the users in the market, it could be big. So we'll take a look at that one, probably do a video on it here in the future. So thank you for suggesting Smart Key. I do like the way that one's looking. We do have a lot of people asking for different things. Remember, guys, we do have 177 viewers. It's going to be hard to get to everybody's coin. If you guys, thank you for, it looks like we do have a few new members joining the chat. So if you guys do join the channel, I will get to your coins first. So sorry if I jump, some of you guys spamming some of these coins. I'm trying to get to everybody, but I will be taking, look at the guys that have member status first. So BTT, Kyle Mahoney, you talked about BTT a little bit. Let's take a look at that, as well as STMX. So STMX and BTT, I'm not sure which one you load and look at, but we'll take a look at STMX. I think I saw that one from a lot of different people as well. If we take a look at STMX, it is at that about 6 cent mark, 7.9% increase. We do see a lot of potential on this one because we've done many videos on this, as you can stake and earn rewards from shopping. Very, very common crypto idea at this moment. It seems like a lot of people are trying to go this route. However, STMX is definitely one of those that kind of started this whole trend, and they are one of the easiest ways to do it. So they actually say it right on the website. The easiest way to earn crypto. No complicated crypto jargon. Just sign up, shop, and start your crypto cashback journey. Who said crypto had to be hard? So you can read it all here on the website. You can actually download, shop, and earn, and you can get different rewards based on the amount of STMX that you're staking. If you go to the memberships, if you guys don't know what STMX is, depending on which membership you have, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond, you can actually go to the very bottom here and see the bonus rewards you'll receive for each one. And obviously, the higher rank or higher membership level that you are, the higher bonus reward you will receive. So STMX is definitely one to keep an eye on. I think it will do big things. I think STMX is one that I've actually looked at probably the most. Obviously, Journey or JRNY Crypto did a video on STMX specifically, and obviously we saw a huge increase. I think that was like March 26th, or it might have been a few days before that, but it was, let's go to 1 month. So I think it was right here, March 19th. It might have been right before this huge jump. It was before a jump for sure. And you could definitely see that there is influence in JRNY's videos, obviously. So a lot of people want to jump on the train, and they understand that he actually does give you guys a lot of value every video. So if you're not subscribed to JRNY, definitely check him out. He is a very good YouTuber. I do like his informational videos quite a bit, so I take a look at those myself. But STMX, yeah, I definitely see a very long-term future here. If we see right now it's at that 0.0578 mark, and I definitely see more than a 544% increase coming within the next few years. I think it's going to be insane. I think StormX is one of those that people are going to continue to see value in, with the drop shipping and all of that involved as well. Thank you guys for all of the likes. We're up to 53 likes, 200 concurrent viewers. You guys are killing it. I really do appreciate it. Alex Connolly, thank you for telling me I'm doing great. I try to do my best. What about CHZ? So GOV, let's take a look at CHZ. Thank you, GOV. I don't know if I told you or you heard me earlier. Thank you so much for the membership. I know you got that silver membership, and I could not thank you enough. I almost typed your name in there. Let's type in CHZ and take a look at Chiliz. So Chiliz, yeah, this is definitely one of those projects that I love. If you guys don't know what Chiliz is, let's actually go on the CoinGecko here and take a look. Or we can go to Socius.com, I guess. But they do have both of them on the CoinGecko website. I definitely, if you guys don't know this, definitely use CoinGecko a lot, because at the very bottom you can see where you can buy them on what exchange, and then you can also see at the top, what website you can go to learn more about it. So here we have Chiliz.com, Socius.com. We have the white paper in the Medium.com as well. So you can get all that information here on CoinGecko. I do like CoinGecko better. However, Coinbase is still the one that has the easiest price charts to kind of review for basic beginners that are still getting into crypto. Which you guys got to remember, we are here for those beginners. The beginners are the ones that are going to continue to make our investments better, and they're also going to be putting their investments in, and hopefully theirs will continue to increase, as obviously, unfortunately, the older generation, when they die off, the newer generation is going to continue for the next 20 years to put their money into something they believe in, and I believe that'll be crypto. So I do believe a very big increase in the next 20 years with crypto. I think you're putting your coins in a pretty solid spot. But let's take a look at Chiliz. So the world's leading blockchain fintech provider for sports and entertainment. If we actually go to Socius, this is going to be the actual website where you use your Chiliz tokens. Basically, if you actually take a look, you can. I guess they call them fan tokens. So you can actually go here and you can vote and team. Obviously, I'm trying to struggle here. I'm trying to read the chat and talk at the same time, but teaming up with the world's biggest clubs. They actually team up with the world's biggest clubs. They have fan token supplies for each individual club. A lot of big names here. So we've talked about Chiliz in multiple videos, so we won't talk too much about the actual use of Chiliz. Definitely take a look at the the videos for Chiliz if you want to learn more about it. But we will take a look at the actual price chart. So in the last week, we do see, it was at a pretty good mark. We actually saw it stabilize off at about 51, 52 cents. In the last month, though, we did see it stabilize, kind of decreasing right now. I think we're still at a very undervalued point, and every time you do a 902% increase in the last month alone, you're going to see kind of a stable or at least a small dip going on. And that's just going to happen. Obviously, we saw a massive, massive increase this month around that March 13th mark. And I do believe we will get back past that by the end of April for sure. I think Chiliz is going to be very, very big. A lot of sports teams trying to get involved with it. And I think as soon as they, kind of rally in more people and make it more user-friendly and more, advertising, marketing, those things will definitely help Chiliz in the long haul. What else do we got here? So I'm just trying to read some of these chats here. Thank you guys for all tuning in today. We have 80 likes. If you guys can continue to hit that like button, I really do appreciate it. And 215 viewers, thank you guys for all tuning in today. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel. All right. And we have, so look at Chain Tech, gonna boom. Let's take a look at Chain Tech. I don't know much about some of these smaller cryptos, and obviously there's a reason because, nobody can know about, I just typed in, I don't know if you have to put a space here. What's the thing for Chain Tech? What's the, I can't even think of the name. We can always, I'll look back in the chat and pick that one up next. We'll go to Pundi X because it looks like we do have somebody wanting Pundi X, and that is one we love to look at. Harmony One, we'll definitely take a look at Harmony One as well. Chill is overpriced, you think, John? Very interesting. I think Chill is definitely underpriced still, but I guess, depends who's looking at it. I think Chiliz is going to be huge in 2021 and going into 2022. I think as the years go on, I think it's going to be a long-term hold. I don't think it's going to be an overnight. You're going to increase your money by 2-3 times. However, I do think Chiliz is going to continue to rise for sure. As we go to Pundi X, though, this is definitely one that we've taken a look at quite a bit. I think there's true value behind Pundi X and what it does. We do a lot of videos on Pundi X for this reason. You use your digital currency anytime, anywhere. More and more businesses across the world are using Pundi X solution to harness the power of blockchain technology. We have been deploying our blockchain-based point-of-sale POS solution and solidifying partnerships with governments and payment companies and retailers. Together, we will achieve fast-paced growth. So if you don't understand what this really means, it's very, very big for retailers. I think this could be massive. I think it'll continue to rise in value over the 2021 period. If we look at the last year, we see that 7,025% increase. Last 30 days, a 220% increase. Last 14 days is really where we see our large increase. In the last 14 days, we saw a 266.5% increase. In the last 7 days, a 43% increase, and it continues to rise. I think this will continue on its way up. If we go to the last 14-day period, you can actually see what we saw, a large spike, and then obviously we're going to see a dip anytime we see a large spike that quickly. And then with stabilization, we had a stabilization pretty much all the way through here, maybe a small dip or correction going into another increase, and now a stabilization again. I think we are going to be due for either a dip or increase. I think it will be an increase based on the path that Pundi X is taking. I think that this coin is still undervalued as well. Obviously, I always make videos about coins that I believe in, I believe have long-term potential. Because I'm making coins about Pundi X, you guys know I obviously believe in Pundi X. I think it's going to be a long-term potential coin. Obviously, I won't be right every time, so always do your own research before buying any cryptocurrency. However, remember that, I'm not a financial advisor. But let's see what else we got. So I think we did see Kyle Mahoney ask something. I saw some green name up here. Have you ever looked at STP? STP is not one I've looked at too much into detail, so I will take a look for you here on STP since you did just join the channel. I really do appreciate that again, Kyle. We have ST Pay price. So right now it's at 1487. It looks like 46.43% in the last 24 hours. If we go to the last week alone, we're seeing that 15% decrease. Obviously, a huge fall off here, which kind of has me worried. The volume in the last 24 hours is only at $9,700. So this could be a very dangerous buy. If you guys are looking at STP, I would definitely do your research before buying it. Obviously, with a volume that low in the last 24 hours, this could definitely be a scary one to get into. But let's take a look on CoinGecko and see if we can get a website to really see what this STP token actually does for us. Thank you guys so much for all the love. We have 224 viewers in here. If you guys could all hit the like button, we would get above that 100 likes very quickly. I really do appreciate all the support. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. So, standard tokenization protocol, evolution of tokenization on Polkadot. Well, anything with Polkadot, I believe, is going to go up, to be honest, but we will actually take a look at the coin and see what it does before I say anything too much more on that. So, cross-chain tokenization, enabling the issuance and trading of synthetic assets, and indicates on Polkadot. So we have tokenize, reverse tokenize, construct, and trade and transact. Evolution of STP. Okay, so I don't know too much about STP. I haven't done enough research to really say much on it, but I do think that give it some time. I would let more volume pick up. Unfortunately, I understand you're going to miss out on cheaper prices. However, it'll be a little bit safer when you see some volume pick up and you see more potential and projects come for STP network. I think, you may have something here. I think the STP, actually, I think I'm on the... Yeah, so I'm actually on the wrong one. I'm on SPT network and not even STP Pay. So that's what happened there. I think with STP Pay or ST Pay, you're going to want to stay with it. Obviously, we didn't look at the website. We looked at the wrong one there, and that's probably why it was looking so good. However, in the volume in the last 24 hours at that $9,700, pretty much I'm always going to say either way, hang on and wait a little bit. You're getting in at too big of a risk there's upside here, obviously, very big potential. However, you want to make sure you give it some time to really stabilize at a certain spot. Hopefully, more people invest before you as a little guinea pig type of deal, and then you can jump in at a good price there. Still, it's not going to go up, $20 in the matter of a day. I don't see that happening with something with this kind of volume. STP network is the right one. Oh, so I was on the right one. Okay, good. I just saw that the tag was STP here on Coinbase. Then we had STPT here, so it may have switched over. So maybe we do have a different. We were kind of confused on that one. Hopefully, we'll come back to that one, Kyle. We'll look at that one yet again. I think you did say something here earlier. So, 5%, much room to go. Yeah, I believe so. I don't use Coinbase. Sorry. Oh, no problem. So what else do we have? We have Harmony. We have a lot of people asking about Harmony. So let's take a look at Harmony and see where we kind of see where Harmony is going to be going. And I know we have a lot of people that don't use Coinbase, but like I said, it's the one that is the most user-friendly for people that are new. So it's the easiest for them to understand and read. So I will probably switch back between CoinGecko and Harmony, or not Harmony, Coinbase and CoinGecko, because, we need the websites and everything, the links. But let's click out some of these at the top here. Okay, so Harmony 1. This is definitely one we cover a lot on this channel. It's one that a lot of people believe in. I think this one will continue to rise as well. Obviously, that's why I do videos on it, because the market cap right now is at 1.6 billion. It is a safer coin to get into currently. The volume in the last 24 hours is 235.8 million, and then we have that circulating supply at about 9.3 billion won. So Harmony, like I said, very big things. Negative about 5.82% in the last 24 hours. If we go to the last week alone, though, we do see that 49% increase. The last month, we do see a large 508.10 increase percentage as well. So I do think that this one's going to continue to rise. Obviously, we're seeing more of a stabilization since my last video. However, I do think Harmony will, like I said, pick up here at a certain point. Obviously, there has to be some kind of stabilization. You cannot continue to just increase and decrease. That would show that the coin is unstable, and you don't really want to get in an unstable coin unless you really do believe in the kind of vision of the team there. But this is one of those where it's going to have to stabilize a little bit before it takes off yet again. So I think Harmony is at a stable spot right now. Maybe even buying at a very decent price, because I think this may be its last chance at getting Harmony under 20 cents. After probably middle of April, I don't see Harmony dipping back down too many times below that 20-cent mark. So this may be one of those only chances you have on Harmony. Do remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I will never give financial advice, so always do your own research. I'm going to take a drink of water and look at the chat here for just a second. Continue to let me know which coins you want me to take a look at. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get to them all. If you guys do join the channel, I do see some people have joined the channel. If you have joined the channel and you tell me what coin to look at, I will definitely take a look at your coin first. It is hard to get to everybody's coin, so that kind of makes it easier for me. But give me 1 second here while I'm looking at some of these, some of the chats here. Looks like we see MOBA Gamer, Ethernity Chain. You are one of those guys that comment quite a bit on all the videos, and I did notice your name there, so we will definitely take a look at the Ethernity Chain. This is actually one of those coins that I will be doing a video about after this video, or after this stream. I will making a video on Ethernity Chain because I did look at it and I do like a lot about Ethernity. I think ERN is definitely one that's going to continue to go up and down. 64.82 right now is a very good price. I think this will continue, like I said, to increase and decrease at a very fast rate. So obviously, when I upload my video, just remember, guys, the price is going to be going up and down. So, you know, I may make the video and it may be at like 65 bucks or whatever, and then, you know, the next thing you know, it's at 75. Eternity ERN is one of those that has a lot of volume at 43.1 million, the market cap at 281.1 million, the circulating supply at that 4.3 million ERN. ERN is one of those that if you see the last week alone, we're seeing a 128% increase. In the last month, this is where you see the very, very major 2,283% increase. This is just like Top Shot. If you guys don't know, Ethernity Chain is one of those where you can basically buy packs which have you know, like NBA Top Shot, they have moments in them. They have NBA moments. This is kind of the same concept. Besides, it has artwork, you know, artwork from famous people done in these packs, and you basically open a base set pack or a rare pack, and obviously you get what you get, and has value behind it and everything. It's a very cool idea. I like the concept a lot. I won't go into too much detail on Ethernity Chain though, MOBA Gamer, because I will be doing a video on it. So if you want to learn more about Ethernity Chain, wait about an hour after the stream or 2 hours after the stream, and I'll try to make a quick video on Ethernity going over why or why not you should probably or probably not buy Ethernity. But let's see what else we have in the chat here. Please do not spam the same message. Thank you, Distract, for keeping it civil in there. But let me see. VeChain is one that we do talk about quite a bit. Chiliz, out of here, athlete. Yeah, he got the. I think he's just going to be muted for a little bit. He'll be able to come back in here and talk to us. But like your non-bullshit approach. Thank you, Mark. I try to keep it real with you guys. I try to keep it as most realistic price predictions as possible as well. When you guys see my videos, you guys know I'm not trying to, you know, overshoot to get views. I never do the 100x on my thumbnails much anymore because unless I really believe there's 100x potential, because obviously in you know, hidden gems there is that potential. However, when you're going over something like you know, Chiliz, there's no 100x coming within the next couple months. Really, I hate to say it. Chiliz is one of those awesome coins. It definitely has big potential. However, there's no 100x coming. So why would somebody put that in their, you know, thumbnail, in their title? I mean, I guess it has potential to do so. It is an awesome coin, but it's probably not coming for something like Chiliz. So you know, it's just one of those things. I like to keep it real with you guys. I like to stay away from the hype train. But we did have VeChain a lot come up. We see a lot of Anchor as well as Mana. Mana is one that we will take a look at as well. Let's take a quick look at Mana. I do see a lot more Manas than anything else. So try to keep it to a couple messages every once in a while, guys, because I am trying to look at everybody's messages. You guys are doing a great job of it right now. I know last stream we had some spamming going on, but you guys are doing pretty good so far. So thank you for that. As we jump on Decentraland. Decentraland is definitely one of those that you want to take a look at quite a bit and keep it on your watch list, because I think there is true potential behind this coin. It's one that we cover quite a bit on this channel for obvious reasons. It's definitely the one I believe, one of those I believe in. It's one of those first. So actually, they do have an about finally on the Coinbase here. Decentraland is an Ethereum token that powers the Decentraland virtual reality platform. Mana can be used to pay for virtual plots of land, assets, and all that, as well as in-world goods and services. So it's a very cool idea of a coin. Obviously, the market cap is at 1.4 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours is sitting at 265 million, and that circulating supply is at 1.6 billion mana. So if we go to the week alone, we see a 6% decrease in the last week. In the month, though, this is where you see a large increase. We're seeing that 264% increase. We did talk about Mana before this rise. We did. You know, I think we were live streaming during one of these all-time highs. I think it was this one right here where we went to $1.19 March 14th. I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but we were live for one of these all-time highs. So it was a fun stream talking about Decentraland. I think it will continue to be a fun one to talk about, because I think there is going to be a lot of potential here. When they did the Atari Casino, there was a lot of, you know, a lot of talk and a lot of hype around it. And I believe as soon as they get another update or project come to Decentraland, we're going to see it increase just like we did here March 12th to that March 14th range. So I think Decentraland's still a good hold. I think it'll be one that I definitely continue to hold on to. And maybe just, you can always, if you guys want, try to get some short-term profits on long-term potential coins, because you got to remember, long-term potential coins always do have dips. They don't just go straight up forever. Obviously, there's going to be a time where you can, sell off at a high point and then wait for a dip. And if you get very good at that, if you start learning, and you just do it with little amounts of money at first, so you can really start to get a feel for the market and understand when a good time after news-related stuff comes out, or you can really get a better feel for the market just testing it out for yourself and finding out where, where is the best time to sell and where's the best time to buy. But Decentraland, definitely one we're going to keep an eye on. It's going to have a lot of potential here in the future. We will continue on to Anchor. I think I see Anchor probably the most. Ooh, we do have a donation coming in, so I will take a look at this one. Over the top, hey there, you got a little donation, but can you check Labs Group? It seems like a good thing. THETA. THETA Heart. Yeah, we will definitely check that out for you. Thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate it. It's not needed to look at your coin. However, it definitely does help either joining this channel so your name is highlighted. I will obviously give you guys priority as it's hard to kind of go through and pick each individual person's coin. So yeah, over the top, we will definitely do that. So it looks like he wanted me to check out Check Labs Group. So let's take a look at that on CoinGecko, because I'm assuming Coinbase is not going to help us out much there. Labs Group, I'm assuming, is what it is. It's not Check Labs Group. As it loads here, thank you so much for the donation. Like I said previously, I can't thank you enough for that. As we are up to 297 concurrent viewers, I really do appreciate all of the love and support you guys have given me. If you guys want to support me even more, definitely hit a like on the YouTube video or the YouTube stream, of course. Thank you so much. So let's look at the Labs Group itself. Right now, we're looking at a 7-day, 286% increase. Last 24 hours, seeing a 48% increase. In the last hour, we're seeing that 0.7% increase. So this definitely does, chart-wise, look like it hasn't been around long, as there's no information for 14 and 30 days in a year. So I don't know if this is accurate or not, but let's take a quick look at the actual website itself, and then we'll also bring it up on Coinbase to see if they have any information, or is this really that new. I think it was what, Labs Group? Labs Group. Here we go. Okay, so they have more information here, it looks like. Yeah, so I think CoinGecko was a little messed up. However, it does look March 15th was the last time we saw, or the first time we saw a price on Labs Group. So it does definitely look fairly new. The market cap is at 86.3 million. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 32.7 million, and we have that circulating supply at that 756.3 million labs. So it's at 11 cents right now, so this could be a good buy because it's going to be a cheap one with a very low market cap. This could definitely be a hidden gem based on the prices and the chart below. You're seeing just a gradual increase, not much risk involved. However, obviously, anytime you buy crypto, there is risk, so make sure you guys do your own research on this stuff. But let's take a look at the actual website itself. We see world's first end-to-end blockchain-powered real estate investment ecosystem, disrupting real estate investments and largest asset class through the world's first end-to-end real estate investment ecosystem by fractionalizing real estate investments powered by the Labs ecosystem token through decentralized finance, DeFi, and governance. Obviously, everybody loves DeFi. What is Labs? Labs is the first end-to-end ecosystem supporting the real estate market. So you can actually watch the video here. We won't be doing that in this video, but because he did donate, we are going to take a little bit of a longer look on this coin before we go anywhere. So the fractionalization, the crowdfunding, the security exchange, and lending, I do like the idea of doing all of those, as well as the governance, access, incentive, nomination, stake for rewards, and liquidity. Obviously, staking is a big thing right now. Every coin is jumping into that. Uniswap looks like is maybe the place to go to buy this coin. Let's click this link here at the top for Uniswap just to see if this is where you can buy the coin if you guys want to. It looks like it's still going to be loading for a little. Well, there it popped up. So I believe you can. Yep. So you can buy Labs Group on Uniswap if you guys are interested in that. We will actually go back here though and check out the blockchain strategic partner. It's going to be Rio DeFi. Rio DeFi is a blockchain company. Our mission is to accelerate the mass adoption of digital assets by bridging traditional and decentralized finance. So it does look like it has a pretty cool layout, a pretty good idea behind it. Let's go all the way down to the roadmap. Obviously, you guys know I love roadmaps. So at the very bottom here, we do see the roadmap. Q1 2021, we do have the VeChain integration, stake rewards, and security token exchange. So one thing to always look at in the roadmap is to see how well they did with the roadmap. Did they polish these items before moving on to the next one? Are they skipping by just to, go to the next step without really making sure the previous one was done correctly? And obviously I'm not going to know enough within 5 minutes to tell you the answer on those. However, check out the roadmap. Definitely see if there's a lot of potential behind it. So far, I think that this Labs group has potential behind it. I think that this is definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. If you're not going to buy it now, that's 100% fine. I think it's one that you keep on your watch list or wait list because I think obviously with this huge 24-hour increase to 47.97%, you're going to see a good time to buy here in the future because it's done a huge increase. I think there will be a dip coming up. A good time for you to buy at the very least. Do remember, guys, that you're never going to always get the best dip possible, so you do want to take advantage of any kind of decrease or any kind of red candle or any kind of good decrease, I should say, that you want to buy in. Definitely take advantage of that. In the last week, we did see that 292% increase, though. So this one is skyrocketing right now, doing very, very well. Ooh, a very big donation. Thank you so much, New Journey. I really do appreciate the $50 donation. We will definitely be taking a look at that coin. Koval. Okay, so let's go on over to Koval. Over the top, thank you for the nether donation of $5. I really do appreciate all the support, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Talking about something I love to talk about as well as having fun with you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for all of the support. But let's definitely take a look at Koval for a new journey. So circuits of value, Koval. Let's go to the website here first, and let's actually go down to the prices. So in the last 30 days, we did see a 469.7% increase. In the last 14 days, we saw that 71.5% increase. In the last 7 days alone, though, we do see a 45.7% decrease. Although, obviously, these prices are going to change and fluctuate quite a bit as the market cap's only at that $32,000 mark. Let's bring it up on Coinbase for the sake of some of those new coin users out there trying to jump into crypto. Let's get an easier way to look at this. So if we go to the last month alone, we're seeing a stabilization for quite some time. It looks like, let's go to the year. Yeah, we see a stabilization for quite some time at that low amount. If we go to the last month, Chris Macha, I don't know how to say your last name, but thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I don't know if you were trying to put a coin in there, but I will definitely try to get you your coin researched if you were doing that, or just thanking me. Thank you for the donation. But let's get back to New Journey. So New Journey did talk about the circuits of value price. The Koval is one he believes in. I believe he thinks this would be a good investment. So let's take a look and see what we think here. So March 16th, we have a top off at about, wow, it went all the way up to about 4.8 cents, which is actually very solid. We go to the last year alone, we're seeing a 2,500% increase altogether. Very, very solid, as well as the market cap being so low at that 22.2 million. And the volume is actually very low as well at that $533,330 mark. We do have a circulating supply right now at 1 billion Koval. Season, thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Can you please look at Omni next? I will definitely look at Omni next. I'm going to continue to look at Koval for a little while, as that $50 donation obviously shows a very much thank you to you for that. I forget the name. New Journey, thank you very much for that. But yeah, so far I do like the way the price chart's looking. It looks like it did have a very good dip here for you to potentially buy in at a very low price. You guys got to remember that we're seeing a very good dip for a reason. There's not much volume in the last 24 hours, I should say. So if we go to the actual website, which we're going to do now, let's read a little bit about this before we go and jump at Ami. So Emblem Vault, an entire wallet inside a token. Combine different blockchain tokens into a single token. Tradable DeFi pools, making any token a privacy token. Make tradable portfolios. So I like the way this sounds. Obviously, you can bind tokens and then basically can trade them, if that's what I'm hearing here. And that sounds very, very useful. I could see a lot of people using this for the future. I think there's a lot of reasons to go about using this. So Koval as a discount, Koval as rewards, and then full fuel purchased from market. The Koval token information. So there's a lot of information here to be looked at. I just wanted to say thanks, and to do this more often. It's well, thank you very Mochinsky, thank you so much for the donation. That $5 is greatly appreciated. That is now $10 from you. Thank you. As we continue to look at circuits of value, though, let's go to the actual roadmap itself and see, what we're really looking at here. So they do have a lot of, not planned here. They have partnerships, leaderboards, and more announcements throughout the year. The NFT2 NFT swap. This one does look like it has a lot of potential. Harmony. I keep remember the name. New Journey. I always want to say Harmony on that, but New Journey. This looks like it actually does have a lot of potential behind it. I think you want to maybe, I don't know, the features behind it as well are also very, very good. The use, yeah. So I do like this coin a lot. I will say it's a very, very big potential behind it. But I would like to tell you to wait a little bit longer. I think the volume is very risky unless you're just buying a few so you don't, get that early price in case it does rocket. I wouldn't buy too much because the volume in the last 24 hours, you got to remember, is so low that this could tank down to zero in any given moment. You got to, stick on to your path there. But Koval is definitely one to keep on your wait list or watch list at the very least. As we get another $5 donation, can you look at audio next, please? Michael, I will look at audio right after Ami. Real quickly, we'll go to Ami. Ami is one we take a look at quite a bit. I believe there was some problems with Ami just recently, I believe. We'll take a look here in just a second. Let's bring up the Ami website as well on the side. Let's go to CoinGecko.com. Oh my gosh, a lot of love coming in. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I will try to get to all of these. Tron, please, and thank you for taking the time to do this. New to crypto, loving your channel. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. You guys have been absolutely killing it. I can't thank you enough. Truly amazing that we have had all this support. 354 concurrent viewers. If you guys can all like the video for all these donations coming in, you guys are awesome. This community is awesome. Remember, guys, you can join the Discord in the description of this video or this live stream. You should be able to click it there. If not, go to a recent video, click the Discord link, and join the community, and also follow me on Twitter. Ecomi is definitely one that we've got to love a lot because it's doing big things. VV is an app-based marketplace for premium licensed digital collectibles. With VV, users can obtain common, rare, and one-of-a-kind digital collectibles, customized to showcase, and basically virtual showrooms. A very cool aspect of VV. Obviously, it's coming to Uniswap in 4 days and 1 hour. This could definitely take off. Obviously, with Uniswap, a lot of people have Uniswap. A lot of people use Uniswap. In 4 days, we could see a very large increase. VV is definitely one that I've been looking at on our channel quite a bit. So if you want, definitely subscribe to the channel. And we do Ecomi videos quite often. So if you like Ecomi and you want to read more up on it, it will continue to happen. VV, like I said, very, very big things coming with VV. I think the idea of having their virtual showcase, featuring their virtual digital collectibles, I think that's a very, very cool aspect. And the app itself is very cool. If you guys haven't, take a look at the app as well, as we have the secure wallet at the very bottom. Not many people actually talk about this, but with hundreds of millions of digital assets stolen each year, keeping your digital currencies and private keys safe is now more important than ever. The secure wallet employs world-leading security, which is combined with ultra portability in a world-first credit card-sized cold storage hard wallet. So yeah, I do think there's a lot of potential behind Ecomi. Obviously, we see a lot of dips recently. If we go to the last month span, we do see a stabilization after this double increase, and then obviously a dip into a stabilization. We're seeing it right around that penny amount right now. I believe that will continue to increase over time. I think Ecomi is definitely going to be one that continues to make its way to that 5-cent mark. Obviously, a large market cap is going to kind of slow it down. However, I do think Ecomi is going to continue to be big. Thank you guys for all of the support. You guys are talking in the chat a lot, and I would love to look at some more coins, but we have so many donations coming in. I can't thank you guys enough for all the donations, so I want to make sure I get to all of these before getting to any of the regular chats. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been a truly great stream so far. This old dog, I will take a look exactly what you said. Got here pretty late. Not sure if you took a look at Seller Network or Seller. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Where the heck do I buy XRP? Very good question. As well as the Seller Network question. We will come right back to this old dog in just a second. Let me go on up. And thank you, Michael, with the $5 donation, wanted me to take a look at audio. And then we also had Lita wanting me to take a look at Tron, and then we'll have the Seller Network. So we will try to go over these a little bit faster because you guys are absolutely killing it with, ads, or not ads coming in, but revenue coming in, giving me a lot to look at. And I really do appreciate all the support. It makes streaming that much more fun, getting all of these donations and a lot more people joining the channel as well as memberships. But let's take a look, like you said, at audio. We did look at audio last stream, and I haven't done a video on it, even though I've been asked quite a bit in the comment section of the video, so I'm sorry that I haven't been doing that. Coval is too old, has no traction. So, Luke, I know what you're saying about Coval. I do think there's still potential there, but, you know, it could stabilize and stabilize there for quite some time. So, you know, I do see what you're saying there. Definitely a possibility. So can you take a look at audio? Yeah, so audio is definitely one that we are going to be taking a look at. We're going to pull up the website as well on this one yet again. If we go over to, I didn't pull up audio. Let's go audio. Maybe it comes up here. Trying to click it. There we go. So audio, let's go to the website real quickly, and then let's bring over the Coinbase chart here. So it looks like we do have some good potential behind audio. I've looked at it actually just earlier today because I did have like a few comments on it, and I wanted to actually take a look at audio for multiple reasons. But we see it at 449 right now, 191% increase in the last week alone. In the last month, we see an 882% increase. Very, very big. Obviously, we saw it, you know, stabilizing at that $1.50 range for quite some time. We're all the way up at that 464, what is this, 499 range, which is absolutely stellar. You know, we have dipped down quite a bit, down to that 449 range. I think we will stay out here. I think there's a very good chance that Audius continues to do big things. Obviously, in the last year alone, 828% increase is going to completely help anybody holding on audio. If you got in before, you know, before March, you're looking at very good increases right now and good profits. So the market cap right now is at 538.9 million. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 661.3 million. And then we have that circulating supply at 120 million audio. You got to remember that the 538.9 million market cap is definitely going to give audio a chance at very big potential and very big profit numbers. I think this could continue to rise up in value. Audio is one of those that you definitely want to take a look at and keep on your watch list, because it is one I will be doing a video over in the near future. Obviously, I've been pumping out videos left and right. You guys know that. I think we were doing like 7 or 8 on average per day. So it is hard to get to everybody's, you know, everyone's coin while still, you know, doing daily checks on things like THETA and VeChain and Decentraland. However, and Enjin and Bepro and every other coin. There's so many coins to take a look at, but audio is definitely one to keep an eye on. I would definitely stay looking at audio. Unleash your music, they say. Discover and stream up and coming artists. So there is a lot of potential behind this. Definitely take a look at the website. We won't do too much research into the website because, like I said, we will be doing a video on audio here in the future. So let's go to the next one, actually. Like I said, audio is a very, very big potential. If you can find a way to get a dip on audio, I would buy the dip potentially, and then obviously, you know, sell at an increased profit margin. I think it will dip down just a little bit more before we see another huge increase in audio. Thank you guys so much for all the support, though. I really do appreciate it. As we're sitting at 354 concurrent viewers and 189 likes. If we can get that above 200 likes, I would really appreciate that, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. We like to do, you know, new and beginner-friendly streams here on Crypto Profit. So thank you guys so much for the support. Lita, we will get to Tron now. So with a $20 donation from Lita, that was very, very nice of you. Let's take a look at Tron itself and see if we see potential behind it. Obviously, this is one that is hard to miss. A lot of people have looked at it. I think it's one that will kind of stable out because we are at that $4.6 billion market cap and a 2.6 billion volume in the last 24 hours. It is going to be hard to move this coin. I think it will continue to rise slowly. If we see in the last month, we see that 43% increase. However, if we go to the actual website, I want to show you guys what Tron is all about. So we can actually see the market performance on the website, which is pretty cool as well. But they have the high throughput, high scalability, and high availability. There's a lot more to it, obviously, than just some stats and numbers. However, I want you guys to actually take a look at the website for yourself because there is a lot to look at and understand about Tron. If we go down to CoinGecko, though, we can give you a brief overview. So Tron is a blockchain-based decentralized operating system, much like Ethereum, that aims to advance the decentralization of the internet and its infrastructure. At its core, Tron is a smart contract platform that offers high throughput, high scalability, and high availability for all decentralized applications, DApps, in the Tron ecosystem. The Tron blockchain is built around the usability of its native token, or Tronix, TRX. So because of what we just heard, obviously, you know, there is a very big use case for Tron. I think it'll continue to be used. I think it will steadily increase, somewhat like Bitcoin. Obviously, with the without the huge, massive increase we saw in Bitcoin, obviously earlier this year. But I think we will continue to see this one increase. I think Tron, without a doubt, will continue to increase, like I said, just a little bit over time. I think it's going to be more of a stable coin. It's not going to be one that you see, a huge increase overnight. I would love for it to prove me wrong. As we, March 19th, we saw a very large, what was that, about a penny, 1.3 pennies. So, it can do big things still. It's not like it can't dip as well, but the volume is going to make it a little bit, not more of a hidden gem. It's going to be more of a coin that stably increases and can give you some profit that way. And you can take advantage of that, and you can always do short-term trading and try to get into selling at, smaller profits. It's definitely a possibility. As we move through these donations, thank you guys so much for these donations. I really do appreciate it so much. Let's take a look. This old dog got here pretty late. Not sure if you took a look at Seller Networks. Yeah, so let's take a look at Seller Network real quickly. Thank you guys so much for the views. We have a 363 concurrent viewers right now, 218 likes. You guys have been killing it this stream. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in for today's live stream. We will try to do live streams pretty much weekly, so if you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can get looking at these hidden gems together, as well as these long-term potential coins that we always love to look at. Seller Network is one we just did a video on, actually, this old dog, so you can definitely take a look for more in-depth detail. You can take a look at the recent video I put out on the Seller Network. So the market cap right now is at 457.3 million. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 133.1 million, and we have that circulating supply at 5.5 billion Seller. So this is, like I said it in my previous video as well. I do think Seller does have potential as well. Obviously, I wouldn't do a video on it if I didn't think it had potential. Remember, guys, I do have a lot of people asking me, you think every coin's going to go up? Well, no, I don't think every coin's going to go up. I just do videos over coins that I believe in. There would be kind of silly to go over coins I wouldn't believe in and then kind of bash somebody else's coin. I'm not really about that. I would rather go over all the coins I like the most, and then obviously coins that you guys agree with me on and like the most as well. So the Seller Network, let's go to the actual website now. The most advanced layer 2 scaling platform, bring interactive and secure low-cost applications to every blockchain. So obviously there's a lot to this. Seller Network does have very big potential. The Seller Network, thank you for another donation. Can you look at T-Fuel, please? Yes, I will definitely take a look at T-Fuel. I hope I didn't miss any donations. I just scrolled down for the first time here, so I've been missing a lot of this chat, but it doesn't look like there's anything I missed. So thank you so much for the donation. I will definitely take a look at that, Ahmed. So what is Seller? Seller Network is a leading layer 2 scaling platform that enables fast and easy secure off-chain transactions for not only payment transactions, but also generalized off-chain smart contract. It enables everyone to quickly build, operate, and use highly scalable decentralized applications through innovations in off-chain scaling techniques and incentive-aligned crypto economics. Lita, thank you for looking at that for me. A little extra for saying my name right. Lita, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I always try to say the names right. I can definitely mess that up from time to time. So thank you for another donation. I really do appreciate that, Lita. You have a great day. Ahmed, yes, I will definitely take a look at T-Fuel after this Seller Network review. I think I already said that, but, it's trying to get to all these donations. Thank you guys so much for the support. Like I said previously, we're kind of knocking on the door of 400 concurrent viewers. That's absolutely crazy. As we did hit 20K subscribers just this weekend, pretty much. I do appreciate all the support and love. If you guys could all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. The Seller Network is definitely one of those that continues to do very big things on the price chart here. So if you go to the last month, we do see that 378% increase. We went from about a 0.03 mark all the way up to about a 0.0954. Obviously, we saw a dip, and now we're trying to find a stabilization mark, but it couldn't, and found a very big rise instead. Because of this, I think that we will continue to see it rise and stabilize around that 0.08 mark. I think we actually see it slowly rise all the way to 0.09, with obviously a little bit of a setback on the way up. But Seller, I definitely see as a 9-cent coin by the end of March. It just may take a couple days to slowly reach through all the dips on its way up to that 9 cents. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing in any coin. Let me take a look at T-Fuel for you, Ahmed. So T-Fuel, a lot of people have been asking about T-Fuel. I should be doing a video on T-Fuel here soon, hopefully covering THETA and T-Fuel, because they kind of go hand in hand. When one price dips, obviously the other one is going to dip usually with it. T-Fuel is definitely one of those that I do see long-term potential in, because obviously it relates to THETA, and anything related to THETA is probably going to go up, because THETA is one of those coins that has a huge potential. In a few years, I think THETA could easily be hundreds of dollars for each coin. If we go to the last week alone, THETA Fuel is up 16% in the last week. Over the last month span, we're seeing a 386% increase. Very, very big things. Bizkit, thank you for the $5 donation. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We also have a donation from JNSN Illy. Have you looked at Win yet? I have looked. Wait, did I look at Win? I think I looked at Wink. If that's, let me take a look at Win actually after the Theta Fuel. Thank you guys so much for the donation. You guys never have to donate, but I really do appreciate every time you do. It makes this stream that much more fun and enjoyable. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the channel. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support as we continue to look through Theta Fuel. Theta Fuel, like I said, very big potential. It kind of relates right on to Theta itself. If we go to actually Theta on CoinGecko, we'll be able to go to the website and read about what Theta Fuel actually does for us. Love your English, LMAO. Do you think it can go to $1? I definitely think it can go to $1 season. Yes, I do. It's going to be a long-term effect for, I hope you're talking about Theta Fuel right now. Theta Fuel, yes, I definitely think Theta Fuel will go to $1. I think it'll actually happen before the end of 2021. I think Theta Fuel will be right around that dollar, right around that dollar range. I haven't done a video on it, so I will be doing a video on it to cover a little bit more in detail. But yeah, Theta, if we go to the actual website itself, obviously we saw that delay recently, which is going to kind of reflect this huge dip that we saw on Theta Fuel as well as Theta. But if we go to the actual website, we can scroll down a little bit here and find this little beautiful chart that it kind of explains a little bit. So viewers earn rewards as Theta Fuel for sharing access, bandwidth, and resources. Viewers are now rewarded to participate in the network. Higher quality, smoother video streaming. Obviously, this has more to do with Theta. However, this beginning thing, you can actually see where they believe Theta Fuel will go. So obviously, take a look at this graph if you want to learn more about Theta Fuel. It kind of explains where it's going to be used and how it's going to be used, and kind of a lot of information behind Theta Fuel here for you to look at. But we will take a look, like I said, at this Theta Fuel here in the future. I think it will definitely reach $1 by the end of 2021. Looks like we do have another donation. I got T-Fuel and Theta at 12 cents and 2 cents, so thank you. I'm looking at the next big one, VRA. So what do you think? Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at VRA. Give me 1 second, Ahmed. Let me go back up and see if I missed anyone. Have you looked at Win yet? Let's look at Win real quick for Jason. I don't know if it's Jason or JNSN. Jensen, I guess. Jensen. That's probably what it is, right? So let's go to Win real quick on the price chart here. Yeah, we did take a look. We did actually already take a look at Wink. I'll tell you kind of just in a little bit of detail here. I see Win as a very big potential, obviously, because of the low market cap at 121.1 million and the volume being that 162.3 million in the last 24 hours. It's still low yet. I think Wink definitely has a chance at being very big. We do videos on this quite a lot, so I won't go into too much detail on this, Jensen. However, we did on the earlier in the stream, we did touch on it as well. So we won't, like I said, go into the website and everything and talk about it. However, if they do announce live, live betting on esports, I think that would be one thing that would kick Wink up to the next level and increase a lot of profits for people. I think that will eventually happen as well. So that is the one thing to look forward to right now, in my opinion, on Wink. If they introduce any kind of esports integration with Wink on the website for gambling, I think that would definitely help them out. But we won't go into too much more detail on Wink. I think it does have potential. Just definitely either check previously in the live stream to see more on Wink, or check my latest video on Wink on the channel. Let's scroll back down here and see. I got T-Fuel and Theta. Yeah, so sorry, I mean Omi. Do you think Omi can go to the $1? Yeah, let me take a look at Omi. Sorry for making you donate twice. Thank you so much for the donations, though. I said season, but I don't know if that's right, so you can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But let's take a look at VRA first for Ahmed. Let's see here. VRA. Should have filled up my water before this stream. A lot of talking going on. You guys have been supporting me quite a bit throughout the stream. Thank you guys so much for all that. We have 422 concurrent viewers. If you guys can all leave a like on this video, we could get above 400 likes. Obviously, I don't see that happening, but if you guys could shock me a little bit, maybe get us above 300 likes, I would really appreciate it. Definitely subscribe to the stream if you haven't already. VRA is one of those definitely to take a look at. I think this is one that I have on my watch list currently. I can't even say it. Verasity. This is definitely one to, like I said, take a look at. If we go to the actual website, just so you guys can get a quick Verasity, I need to spell it right. There we go. Verasity.io. If we go to the website itself, you can see and learn a lot more about it. It's a protocol and product layer platform for esports and video entertainment. Anything with esports and video entertainment is going to go up, in my opinion. Obviously, it depends on the vision of the team and how well they're executing what they're working on and their projects that they are currently at Liberty working on. Thank you guys for all the support. Another $5 or $5 I think it's $5 CA donation. Thank you for giving me some info on when, and you guessed correct. It is Jensen. Thank you, Jensen, for the donation. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, you take a look at, maybe a previous video or earlier in the stream so you can get that win prediction. As well as we are looking at Ahmed's right now. The VRA is definitely one to take a look at. Obviously, anything, like I said, with platform of esports and video entertainment has the potential to go up. I would definitely take a look at the recent decreases, though, and maybe be a little, a little bit careful. Right now, we are in a dip, though, so it could be a good idea to jump in if you really want to get in on Verasity. If you go down to the bottom, you can actually get in on KuCoin and Uniswap. If you are going to use KuCoin, I believe I do have a referral link in, usually the description of videos if you need to jump on KuCoin. I don't know if it actually gives me anything, but you can use my referral link down there. But Verasity, like I said, it's very big potential behind it because of what it's trying to accomplish. If we go to the last month alone, we already saw a huge increase of almost 600% in the last month, topping off at about 0.0274, and now we're seeing it ride out to about 0.0183. Very, very big for Verasity. I think Verasity could continue to do big things. Like I said, Verasity, I would have to look more into it. I'm not going to do it all on the stream for you, unfortunately, Ahmed, but this does have potential behind it. I would definitely keep it to your watch list and, just kind of watch it and see if you can find a good dip. It does look like we may have potential dip here with a, that 24-hour 3% decrease. You are getting a decent price point if you haven't bought already. It may be a good time to buy. Let's continue down here and see. We did have a new donation. Thank you, Brian G. How high do you think Bondly can go? Thank you guys so much for all these donations. You guys don't ever have to donate, but you guys have been absolutely killing it today. And thank you guys so much for all paying attention so well to the chat. I'm trying to read the chat as well, but you guys are donating so quickly. It's hard to do both, and I can never skip out on a donation or somebody that's joined the channel. You guys are all amazing. I keep typing Brian into the price chart because I'm so happy with you, Brian. Thank you so much for that $5. How high do we think Bondly can go, though? Let's take a look at Bondly. Slowly as it loads here. Let's also get rid of some of these old other tabs. We have about 10 tabs up. There we go. Bondly, let's bring it up and give you guys a brief description and then go over the prices for Bondly. So the Uniswap is one spot you can definitely buy Bondly right now. It looks like 71% of it is from Uniswap is what it's looking like here. So about Bondly, bringing DeFi to the masses by bridging the gap between decentralized escrow payments and traditional marketplaces. So it sounds good, but let's take a look at the actual prices here as well. Some currency too small for Coinbase. Where do I buy? So that's actually a good question. Let me get to that question here right after I take a look at Bondly. Obviously, we talk about how high Bondly can go. So right now, we're seeing in the last week a 22.5% decrease in the last month, a 32% decrease in the last year, a 244.56% increase, which is pretty insane. A very, very good increase for Bondly overall in the last year. However, a lot of altcoins were doing bigger things than just that 244%, and it's hard to say that without feeling a little greedy, because obviously 244% in a year is very, very good. In the last week, though, we did see that 22% decrease. I think Bondly does have the, chance to rise back up. Right now, it's currently in a dip state. If you can buy it in a good dip like this, we're seeing very good prices for it. Just a month ago, we can see that it was, it was high. It was up to about 71 cents. Right now you're looking at a pretty good deal on Bondly. Obviously, you have to believe in a product before you buy it. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I will never give you guys financial advice. But if you go to bondly.finance and you can actually search about the NFT collection, a lot of hype was surrounding the Logan Paul NFT, and obviously that had a lot to do with this. You can actually see more about the Pokepets as well. I do like talking about the Pokepets. I think this has a short-term. A lot of people are short-term interested in Pokepets. I think as they continue to make more, if they do it correctly and make more rarities, I think the Pokepets could stay around for a long time. But Bondly is one of those that has a lot of everything. The NFT collection is filled with a bunch of different kinds of NFTs, and because of that, I do see a long-term potential for Bondly. If we go to the roadmap itself, you can see more about where they are currently, and so they are currently on the NFT swap Fiat on Ramp Atari Metaverse. Obviously, this could be huge for Bondly, and they continue down this long roadmap. I think Bondly will continue to increase over time. Right now, it may have been overpriced for multiple reasons. Obviously, the Logan Paul hype, everyone knew where the Logan Paul hype was coming from, and the Bondly, decreased right after the I would say right after the event. I'm not sure when the Logan Paul event was. However, I do think that had probably something to do with this decrease, and I think Koinly is at a very good buying point right now. Remember, guys, I don't know everything about every single coin on the top of my head. Remember, that's why I do videos, do research before my videos, so that I can know everything about the coin. But Koinly itself does look like it has potential behind it for sure. If we go to the next year, I think we could see Koinly reaching that $1 amount by the end of 2021 at the very least. I think there is potential for much, much more. Like I said, definitely if you're getting in at a very good dip, I don't see how you're going to continue to, it's going to continue to decrease. I think there's too much value involved in Koinly itself. Let's go on over to the next donation here. Let me scroll around here. Some currency too small for Coinbase. Where do I buy? So, Simon, that's a great question. If you guys have a question on where to buy certain coins, definitely go to coingecko.com and you can always type in the coin. So, if you have a certain coin, Simon, you could have told me. Unfortunately, you didn't tell me, so I'm going to have to guess real quickly and go with, let's go with Bepro. We type in Bepro. We go all the way to the bottom of CoinGecko, and it shows the exchanges here at the bottom where you can buy it. Unfortunately, on this one, it doesn't say anything about KuCoin, but you can buy Bepro on KuCoin. Did we go? Oh, we went to the wrong coin. That is why I was going to say. It does not have the correct exchanges. But yeah, so if you go to CoinGecko, you type in your coin, you go to the very bottom. Right here it says Uniswap has the most actually it doesn't have the most volume. If we go to KuCoin, has the most volume of Bepro, and then Uniswap is next in line. So this just shows you where you can buy and where you can swap for certain smaller coins. Obviously, take a look at this trust score. KuCoin and Uniswap are very well known. A lot of people use them. I would definitely be a little weary of any yellow or red. Try to do more research in before using any of those exchanges. What about mobile? Tony, thank you for the donation. I didn't even realize that was a donation. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. You guys have been killing it this stream. 418 viewers. Thank you guys all so much for joining the stream today. Definitely hit the like button if you like the stream and hit the subscribe if you haven't already. We do a lot of videos every day on cryptocurrency, giving you the most recent up-to-date news. But yeah, Tony, thank you so much for the donation. Let's see what about mobile pay? I think it was mobile pay, MBX, or Parachute Par. Both are cheap. Mobile pay has great. Or is it Mobi? It might be actually Mobi on purpose. So Mobi has great retail partners. So let's look at Mobi since you talked about Mobi twice. Obviously, it sounds like Mobi might be a good buy. So let's take a look. I know we're all here for some good buys. So let's take a look at Mobi Pay. And it is Mobi. It isn't mobile. I thought you might have misspelled. But it looks like this could be a lot of jumping going on with Mobi Pay right now. Volume in the last 24 hours sitting at about 1.3 million in the last 24 hours. That's quite a bit for no market cap and circulating supply numbers. I don't know if I like that. That could be just Coinbase failing me a little bit here. So let's go on over to, as we don't know, is it MBX? Yeah, it is MBX. Okay, so it's Mobi Coin on CoinGecko, which is interesting. If we scroll down a little bit, though, we can see it's only been around, it looks like, for about 30 days on the site, at least, because there's no year increase here. So it hasn't been along for too long, it doesn't look like. If we take a look at the actual about, we'll read a little bit about what MobiPay is before we get started looking at the prices. So MobiPay is being developed as a global platform to allow users to spend or send fiat and digital currency anywhere in the world from their mobile phone. MobiPay is working to bridge the gap between everyday transactions and cryptocurrency with the goal to bring an enterprise experience to the payment space. Very, very cool aspect of MobiCoin. I do like the idea behind it, but like I said, let's take a look at the actual website itself before we give too much respect for MobiPay. So universal and payments and rewards ecosystem. One-page deck and white paper. You can take a look at those. So they have the wallet, merchant, bank, exchange, blockchain, rewards, and then they can all work with MobiPay, it looks like. If we go to the actual roadmap, this is where we always want to go to and read about what's coming up. So it looks like right now they're still on Q1 of 2021. This is a very new project, it looks like, which could be a very, very good thing. You could be getting in at a good rate, or it could be a very, very bad thing as it is yet to be established. If we look at the last week alone, or let's go to the actual 30 days since it's been around for 30 days, we are going to be using CoinGecko this time around as I accidentally closed my Coinbase tab. It does look like it was hovering right around that 0.02 range for quite some time. However, recently it did have a huge increase. We're seeing it kind of stabilize now after a huge increase and then a dip and then a huge increase. We're seeing it right around that 0.027 here at the top. You can see it. So MobiCoin is still very cheap. I think there's a lot of potential behind it. We saw that the volume right now is fairly low. It's not insanely low. I'd actually expect it lower for how long it's been around. However, the roadmap does show there's a lot of information coming in 2021, a lot of potential behind it. So public launch of in-app currency, Q2, affiliate ambassador program launches, coin integration partnerships, and onboard additional retail partners. So I do see a lot of potential behind this coin. I think because of that, you're not risking too much because of how cheap MobiCoin is. I would definitely do more research on MobiCoin yourself, and I'm sure you've already done that and you just want me to take a look. So yeah, I definitely think MobiCoin is, it does have high potential behind it. Looks like we do have another $20 donation from Styles. Thank you so much for you doing an awesome job. What are your top 5 coins up to date? Top 5 coins, that's a very good question because there is a lot of good coins right now. But let me finish this on MobiCoin real quickly. So I do think that this is a great coin to get in at a dip. Obviously, we saw huge increases and we're kind of trying to stabilize right now. I do think there's going to be another dip before an increase. So you got to... Woo! My voice is kind of dying on me there. Let me get a drink of water real quickly, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So yeah, I think Mobi will continue to do very big things. The Mobi coin, like I said, it could end up doing very good or very bad. Yet we don't know. Obviously, it's not been around long enough. But based on the roadmap, I do see a lot of potential behind it. So just kind of be wary that a lot of people haven't invested in this one yet. There's not much information going off of yet because we've only seen the price chart for 30 days or so. So definitely be a little wary on that before buying. But this is definitely one, like I said, to take a look at. But we will take a look now at the top 5 coins. And then obviously, Ahmed, thank you guys so much for all the donations. Ahmed supporting me again with another $3 donation. I really do appreciate that. But let's take a look at Styles. So Styles, $20 donation. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. I don't know if I even said thank you yet. I cannot thank you enough. You guys have been amazing this stream. We're still sitting over 400 viewers, and I can't say thank you enough. If you guys continue to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, I really, really would appreciate it. So yeah, Styles, my top 5 coins. I want to say my top coin right now and the one that I'm most hype around is pretty basic. A lot of people are, talking about it, so it's not, too out of the ordinary. However, THETA is one of those that I continue to see rise throughout 2021. I do really see it reaching an $80 mark by the end of 2021. And by the end of 2022, this THETA, I really think if it hasn't done big things in 2021, it's coming the next year. It may just take a little bit because you got to realize what they're trying to accomplish. If you go to their website, you can see a lot of what they're trying to accomplish, and you should really understand that doing something like this isn't an easy task, and they're putting their pedal to the metal and really attempting it. So THETA, for that reason, is definitely one of my top 5. However, I probably should talk about them a little bit faster, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on the prices and everything. However, THETA, like I said, definitely a top 1 of 5 for sure. Another one, there's so many good ones out there right now. I do think Chainlink is still undervalued. Let's take a look at Chainlink, as I can't type here. See what the price is right now, because obviously, yeah, so Chainlink is still, I believe, undervalued. I think this is a $50 coin at the very least, very minimum $50 coin. Obviously, market cap at 11.1 billion, the volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 796.4 million. I think Chainlink's, because of that, going to be a very, very big coin, a very big deal. Link is one I've been watching for a while. It's been struggling, kind of like Cardano. The amount of potential behind it is massive. However, because it's stabilizing, a lot of people don't want to jump on the train because they're trying to get these quick profits elsewhere. Chainlink is one of those that is kind of missing out on some people because of that. And it's understandable. If you can make profits on these hidden gems like we're doing a video on today, why would you not? So it's understandable people jumping off of, these long-term, coins with huge potential. It makes perfect sense jumping on, to a smarter choice of trying to make some short-term gains. It's just not as safe. If we go to another one, obviously, I think it's going to be Ethereum or Cardano. One of those two is going to be massive in the future. I think Ethereum is one of those that people are trying to say is a stable coin. I don't know if I truly believe Ethereum is going to be ever a stable coin. Obviously, gas fees are problematic, and they keep delaying things, so that is very problematic. So I would put Cardano/Ethereum in one of those slots. Cardano is, definitely struggling with prices as well because obviously we've been stable at, over $1 for a while. In the last month, we've literally lost 20%. So not much happening with Cardano, unfortunately, right now, but it's going to remain in that top 5 because of the potential behind it. Another coin. Enjin, definitely another coin to throw into the mix. Enjin coin is another one that it's hard not to like Enjin. I think there's a lot of potential behind it. If we go over to Enjin, it talks about the next gen NFTs for everyone. It's powered by Enjin, discover pioneering blockchain projects created by talented developers and forward-thinking companies across the world. So it talks about the gaming aspect and NFT aspect of Enjin. I think because of that, it is definitely number 4 on the list. I am doing this off the top of my head, so I might be missing some of even my favorite coins, but let's think of another one. I'm trying to scroll through here and see. I think Litecoin is very undervalued right now, actually. $183. 177 at one point in the last 24 hours. Very undervalued. Obviously, we saw it at that $200 mark for a while. I don't know if this is a favorite top 5, but we're going to go with it because, like I said, off the top of the head, I don't want to miss some of those bigger ones. However, I'm probably going to, think, oh, no, I wish I would have said. But Litecoin, another one of those coins, very big potential behind it. Obviously, PayPal, if they continue to, go in the right direction, Litecoin is going to be used in a lot of different spaces. I think Litecoin right now is, 7% increase in the last month alone. That's too low for Litecoin. Obviously, if you follow Ethereum and Bitcoin, they've been doing big things for a while. I think Litecoin, it's well overdue, I guess, for an increase. I think we right now see it at very low prices. And remember, when I'm talking about my top 5 coins up to date, I'm trying to talk about the ones that are the most stable and won't, net you negative thousands of dollars because you put, not $100, but if you put all your money in, obviously a penny stock or a hidden gem in the world of crypto, you're going to be risking a lot. I think there's a lot of hidden gems that I find, in my top 5. However, Litecoin is definitely one of those that I find outside of the hidden gem range that is undervalued right now. Definitely undervalued at $183. It's just nuts. But thank you guys so much for all the support, Styles. Thank you so much for the donation of $20. I will always try to respond to any donations of any sort. Definitely a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Can you take a look at Azuki? Ahmed, thank you for the donation there. I think we will definitely take a look at Azuki. As I scroll down, it looks like we did have another donation. Simon Waxen M, thank you so much for the donation. What's the red light flags to look for when buying? Yeah, Simon, we'll go over that here in just a second. Let's take a look at Doki Doki or Azuki. I do like the name of this one so far, so you almost have to buy it, right? Azuki. Let's see here. 24 hours period, we see a 10% increase in the last week. We see a 1% decrease. In the last month, though, we do see a 277.39% increase overall. Very big things for Azuki. I see the market cap's at about 14.1 million. The volume in the last 24 hours is very low. That's one thing to be a little bit wary of, is it's only at 634,000 in the last 24 hours of the volume, and I'd be a little bit scared of that. Potentially, this could be a great time to buy, though. Because of that, you're going to be getting in a lot before, a lot of these people are buying. So let's see what Azuki is before we give any ideas on whether or not I would be interested in a coin like Azuki. I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I will never give financial advice, so always do your own research before buying any and every coin. So Azuki right now, let's go to, it's degacha.com. Is that, I don't know if that's the actual website, but it says it is. So we will go Doki Doki. I guess it is. So NFT Comics by Crypto Chris Series 2. Spin now to get comics and rare cards. So they went with the cartoon style or comic style website, which, does attract certain people. I think that this could, really get a certain niche involved or invested. I think Doki Doki, definitely could take advantage of a lot of people with that style of art. I think that that's something a lot of people definitely look at and love. As it looks like we did just get a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Fab Fellas. Thoughts on Umbrella Network? I will definitely take a look at the Umbrella Network in just a second. You guys are just absolutely amazing today. We're over 400 viewers, constant donations coming in. 291 likes. If we can get that over 300 likes, I would truly appreciate it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe. We try to give you guys the most recent and up-to-date information as fast as possible. So Azuki right now, we're seeing a 1-week decrease. So this is, I can kind of tie this into what we were taught. Who else asked? Simon, I can kind of tie this into your question. What's the red light flags to look for when buying? So yeah, there's a couple red light flags, and we're going to look at it with the Azuki right now. As we continue to get donations, Jensen, thank you so much for another donation. I'll read that in just a second. I'm trying to get caught up here with you guys. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. So red light, well, one is definitely anytime you go to a website, if they have a roadmap and there's not an updated roadmap, or anytime there's not information or new news, or on Twitter, if you go to their Twitter, there's a lot of projects that are considered hidden gems that are pretty much dead. They're not doing any updates. They're not doing more information on them. And the only people that are buying them may have, maybe they have some reason to believe they're still running, but I would definitely stay away from anything that doesn't have new information. Like if you check their Twitter accounts and there's no activity, you check their roadmaps, they haven't updated their roadmaps where they're currently at. And then also if you check, you can check their website and really just see if there's any activity going on. If there's no activity, stay away from that. That's obviously going to be a large red flag. However, if you see that the volume in any coin is below, I would say even 1 million, you're getting into a risky coin. It's not always a red flag of not buying. However, just know if you're getting into a volume below 1 million, you're getting into a risky coin. So stay aware of that. Azuki, though, I do think there is a lot of potential behind this, Ahmed. So definitely stay I would say stay watching. I wouldn't say buy. I don't think it's a buying point right now. I think there could be yet another dip. As we do have a lot of donations still coming in, Ahmed, Doki Doki is the main coin for Azuki. It's a hidden gem, massive potential. Ahmed definitely is a hidden gem. I do see that there, I don't think a lot of people are going to be investing in it right now. It's at about $1.52. I think you could wait for a dip, invest in it, and then see what happens if you truly believe in it. Right now, we do see in the last 24 hours a 12.2% increase, and that is why I'm trying to say that there is probably going to be a dip here in some point in time. Obviously, anytime you have a pretty good sized increase, you're going to see a kind of a decline or stabilization before another increase. But Azuki, yep, looks interesting. I do think there is potential behind it. Let's try to get to the next donation. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Simon, hopefully I answered some of the red flags. There's obviously a lot of red flags out there to look for, and some of them not always meaning there's no potential behind it, but there's just a lot of red flags to be wary of. And if there are those red flags, you got to kind of make sure you're not getting in over your head and seeing, trying to look for potential over, safety. So thoughts on Umbrella Network. Let's take a look at the Umbrella Network. Thank you, Fab Fellas, for the donation. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been absolutely stellar this stream. Over 400 viewers for quite some time now. I really do appreciate it. We are over that 300 likes. I can't believe the amount of support you guys have given me and shown me. Over 20K subscribers on the channel as well. I really, really do appreciate all the support. So Umbrella Network's one we have actually looked at quite a bit. I haven't looked at it on, we still have Tron Network up over here, but I haven't looked at it on the website, or sorry, not the website, the YouTube channel. I haven't looked at Umbrella Network. I'm trying to type in CoinGecko and talk at the same time. So CoinGecko, we're going to go over to the Umbrella Network because that's going to be where we're going to get our quick about, hopefully, summary of what Umbrella Network does. Obviously, so here we actually see, if we go to the Coin Network, we're going to see, CoinGecko, we're going to see that the Umbrella Network is sold on Uniswap. You can actually swap the coins there on Uniswap, and you can get Umbrella Network. So if you are interested in the Umbrella Network, you can definitely go there and do so. So the ERC20 token for Umbrella's Network's community-owned Layer 2 Oracle. Very interesting description for it. Obviously, it hasn't been around for too long, as there's nothing under the 1 year here. It does look like, let's go to the 1 year and see how long we've actually been around. So it looks like early February is the earliest price for us, and it's gone down fairly slow ever since then. That is one thing to be wary of. Obviously, a coin that's continued to go down every single, pretty much every single week. Obviously, in the last 24 hours, we did see a small increase. However, because of this huge decrease over the last week, and if you look at the last year overall, we saw a decrease, which kind of makes you a little weary of buying in. This could be considered a red flag as well. Obviously, a lot of volume, though, sitting at 1.6 million. So, it's not a dead horse by any means. I think Umbrella Network could continue to be, something to look into. Definitely take a look at their website, see their team's vision, and maybe go into more in detail on whether or not it's for you. A scalable community-owned Oracle, securely bringing the world's data on chain. So yeah, this could definitely be, used in the future. I think there's a lot of uses for something like this. Umbrella provides access to data previously unavailable to blockchain devs. Scalable, secure, and community-owned. So they do talk about what they actually all do. I do like the idea of scalable and security. Obviously, community-owned is a plus. Being able to stake, develop, and the validators and the foundation together to govern on how the network is operated. I do like those ideas behind that. It doesn't look like I don't know if they have a roadmap or not. I was going to look for a roadmap. There's no roadmap to really quickly go over. But the Umbrella itself, if we looked at the actual prices, I'd be a little, I don't know. It's just a red flag seeing just a straight decrease, to be honest with you. I think that the Umbrella Network has potential from what I'm reading on the website. Unless there's something more to it. Obviously, I haven't done all the research on Umbrella Network because it's not a coin we cover on the channel very often. But if there's not a reason for this constant decrease, I would be a little bit of a red flag on jumping in on the Umbrella Network, Fab Fellas. I'd say you would be one of those that would be getting in at a very good price. However, if it goes back up, obviously we saw this a massive increase for a $2.13 March 20th. But like I said, if you see it continue to go down and you see potential behind this and to see a long-term vision here, I don't see it as a bad buy because of how cheap it is currently, and maybe it's undervalued. That's up to you to find out. Let me know what you think on that, Fab. We will go to the next question now. So we have Jensen. Can you look at Tidal if you haven't yet? It's just, yeah, we will definitely take a look at Tidal. Let me make sure I didn't miss any chats or anything here. Doesn't look like I did. So we'll go back. Yeah, Jensen, we will take a look at Tidal right now. All right. So as we slowly, there we go. So Tidal Finance. I do like a lot of these finance coins. I think a lot of these are going to continue to increase over time. Simon, thank you for the $2 donation. Do you think mining for the little guy is finished? Simon, unfortunately, I think it's going to be at a standstill for a little while. I think it's not a big way to make profit at the moment. I think if you really take it seriously and you do everything correctly and you do your research, you could still make some money, still make some potential, a lot of coins, to be had there. However, I think mining for the little guy, like me, where I don't have, the ideal setup to do it, it's not going to be a very big moneymaker for myself. But, if you do it correctly, you do your research, you dig into it a little bit, I think mining is still a possibility. And it's not completely dead for the little guy. I do think that is coming, however, because a lot of these people are going all out and they're going all in and they understand how it all works, how to do it most efficiently. And because of that, the little guy is kind of getting pushed to the side at the moment. So unfortunately, Simon, it's definitely a possibility to get in. It's not too late completely. However, you better do your research before jumping into it, or at least, test it out, test the water, see if it's going to work for you. But let's get back to Tidal for Jensen here. So in the last 24 hours, we did see a very large decrease. It actually looks like a 24.73% decrease. In the last week, a 60.79% decrease. Wow. Okay, so this is one that actually came out March 24th on the price charts, and it's actually been decreasing steadily since. It hasn't been out very long, so I'm not going to tell you too much on this one, unfortunately, Jensen. I'm going to try to look at what I can here, but like I said, there's not much to be going off of price-wise, so we will have to take a look at the website and see what we can see. If we go all the way to the bottom, it looks like it's only available on Balancer right now, which obviously, the more exchanges it comes out to, the more we might see an uptick in prices. So let's go to the Tidal website. We'll actually go to the Twitter as well this time and see if their Twitter is very active. So they do have 44.8K followers on Twitter, which is kind of interesting. Let's see, last 2 hours, testnet coming. So they do have a testnet coming. They said 2 hours ago. That could be big news. Obviously, there could be a correction. The sale ends on March 28th. Okay, so that may be why right now that we see Tidal in the way it is. High yield insurance platform, buy and sell over leveraged covers across multiple chains. I do like the idea of this. If we actually see, you can actually stake and enroll capital. So if you can, by the way, that was my mic arm. If you heard a little squeaker there, if you ever hear that in a video, that is my mic arm moving just a little bit. If I'm moving it to my face or away from my face, that's usually what occurs. What I'm seeing here is, you're going to have to do a lot more research. Unfortunately, I can't dive into this one too much because of how much there is to look at. This is one of those that, there's a lot to it because I don't want to skip out on anything and give you the wrong information on Tidal. Unfortunately, it just hasn't been around long enough. I don't want to, tell you that this is a legit thing and give you any bad vibes on it. But I think that this one, if it's really truly trusted by industry-leading funds like KRY, I keep saying KRY, KR1, and Hypersphere and Spartan, then, definitely something to look into. As it is powered by Polkadot, if these are all factual things, I don't know much about Tidal Finance. So if these are all factual things, definitely not a bad time to invest, as we literally only see decreases. But we don't know how far this decrease is going to go. So therefore, I wouldn't jump in personally because obviously this could go all the way down to 0.001 for all we know. And you could be losing out big by buying in right now. Obviously, somebody at some point is going to have to make a risk and they may, benefit from it completely. I would just, if you're going to invest in something like this, invest what you can afford to lose, as this is definitely not one of those safe bets at all. But Tidal, like I said, it has potential. I like the idea of the actual website. When I was scrolling through, I did like what I was seeing. There's just, it hasn't been around long enough to do a proper price prediction on that one. So let's go over to the next donation. Chris Elenas, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Hey, could you take a look at Meter, layer 2 ETH scaling with POV consensus, both POS and POW with built-in. Wow. Okay. So great partnerships, Elrond, Chainlink, Harmony, and VECs alike. Okay, so that sounds like a very, very big coin. Let's take a look at that one, shall we? Let's pull it up here. Thank you for the donation, Grass Assassin. What's your thoughts on XDC? Massive potential. Let me check that out, Grass Assassin. I will definitely be taking a look at that one here in just a second. So let's take a look at Meter. Meter stable? Let's see if he said anything special here. Meter stable. Okay. So Meter stable. In the last 24 hours, we did see a 10% decrease. In the last week, we did see a 44% increase. In the last month, we did see a 158.64% increase. I do like the idea behind, getting in on these coins when there's such low volume. 24-hour low volume, though, being 77,000, you are risking a lot jumping in. However, if they really are partnered with things like Elrond, Chainlink, Harmony, and VCs like Pantera, I would have a hard time staying away from a coin this cheap. This could definitely be a hidden gem, but let's take a look here before we get too excited. Thank you. It looks like we got another donation from Ahmed. VSP, please. I've been in since $20. Where do you see its potential? I will take a look, Ahmed. Give me 1 second to get through these last 2 donations. Thank you guys all for the support. You guys don't need to donate, but you guys are doing it anyway, and I cannot thank you enough. I put a lot of hard work into this crypto channel, and I will continue to grow this one. Hopefully, you guys can stick with me all the way to 100K. I really do appreciate all of the love and support. Let's take a look at Meter Stable. Did I pull it up? No, I'm still on title. Meter.io. It looks like it's going to be the website we're going to go to. And so, yeah, they do say they're backed by Pantera. Why Meter? So it's highly decentralized, fast, and scalable. Interconnected. Meters excels compared to other scaling solutions. So it's compatible with Ethereum, scalable to 1,000s of validators, 1,000s transactions per second, and low fees built in. So, okay, I am seeing a lot of potential behind this already, and it is partnered with Harmony, Anchor even as well. Anchor is one of those that we talk about a lot. Polygon is one of those that we talk about a lot. So a lot of big names that are partnered with them. Obviously, it comes down to the utility that they actually provide. It could be the best coin ever. However, if they don't provide actually any utility, there's going to be no use for it, or if there's no use cases for it, obviously, who's going to want into that coin. But with what I'm seeing here on Meter, I do think there is going to be some important. Well, it looks like they do staking as well. I was going to look for a roadmap. It doesn't look like we're going to have a roadmap. It does look like they have validators, miners, merge store as well, and everything. They do have a lot of stats here. I'm not going to go through them all, but it does look like Meter does, take out Matic and Scale and Cosmos through most of those, which is awesome. It has, staking, mainnet, instant finality, low fees, built-in meta-stable currency. So obviously a lot of positives there, and it's compatible with Ethereum, which is obviously a positive as well, as Ethereum is going to go through the roof, in my opinion, if Cardano doesn't challenge them well enough. So, yeah, I think Meter, based on the website, does have a lot of potential. Being the decentralized and fastest Ethereum sidechain network with a native metastable gas currency, this could be massive, obviously. And I think that. Obviously, that's why you'd want me to look at it. This could be a hidden gem. Obviously, it's going to depend a lot on the kind of the market altogether. So we see right now it's at actually a pretty $1.62. It's not too high yet. I would say this is not too high to get into. If you wanted to get into something like Meter Stable, you got to realize what you're getting into. It's going to be a high risk, high reward. With the 77,757 in the last volume in the last 24 hours, it is going to be at a kind of a risky level to jump in. It's definitely still going to have a lot of value though. $1.90 right now. It's been stable there for, most of today. If we go to the last month, though, we do have it stable around that area as well. So, yeah, I could see a very big increase like these coming soon. I think that's definitely a potential possibility. We haven't really seen much of a dip, though, yet, so I would be kind of scared that there is a dip potentially coming. However, with something like this that's not been around for too long, obviously August, 17th, it's been around for a little while, but there hasn't been really a dip since then. It's been at a low price, or it's stabilized a little bit, or it's declined just a little bit, but it hasn't really had any huge dips. And because of that, I would say it is, it's definitely a dangerous one to jump into, but you could make some huge profits. If you're going to invest in something like this, don't invest, obviously, your family farm. This could definitely take it all with it. But I do think there's a lot of potential behind this. We could see Meter Stable definitely reaching something like $8 to $10 by the end of 2021. If it continues at this rate, I think we see just slightly increases throughout the entire year, which gives a good sign. Obviously, we saw it jump to 443, which is just nuts. Seeing anything jump from just this slight stabilization throughout the whole year to a 127.79 actually in October. I did not see that. So I guess I would have to learn more about what happened and why the price jumped to where it was, and then obviously dips back down to where we are now. So there's more to look into, but yes, it does look like a good coin, Chris. I would definitely take a look more into that and add it to your watch list and just see if you can find a good buy-in price. Meter Stable definitely looks pretty solid. Let me catch up on the chat for you just a second here, make sure I didn't miss anything. It does look like we've had some more donations down here. Thank you, Chris Alanis, Meter Governance, Meter IO. Yeah, I see that, Chris. I mean, I do think this one does have a lot of potential, like I said. Hennessy Marks, can you check Glimmer Token, GLMR? Chris Alanis, MTRG is an investment token, not MTR. Oh, was I looking at the wrong one? Give me 1 second. Okay, hold up. Let me check that out for you, Chris. I'm sorry about that. Let me check that out. So we are a little bit behind on the donations, so thank you guys so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. I will try to get to all the donations. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit harder to do so with how many people we have in chat here. You guys are killing it in the chat. I can't thank you enough. Meter Governance. Okay, well, the one we were just looking at, I will say, guys, that one looks pretty good. Meter Stable is definitely one of those that maybe we should be looking at as well. But Meter.io. Oh, we talked about Meter.io. Am I still on the wrong one? MTRG is not an investment token, not MTR. Chris, just you don't have to donate again, but try to let me know in the comments what I'm missing here. I thought I covered MTRG. Did I not cover MTRG? I believe we talked about MTRG. And I do think this MTRG has a lot of potential. If this is not the right one, let me know. But let me go take a look at some of these other donations here at the top, and then we'll come back to this one, Chris, if I'm missing out. I'm sorry. You can also message me on Discord. If I missed your question completely, I'll answer it on Discord as well. If you don't want to donate again, obviously, I don't expect that to kind of, if I missed your question. What's your thoughts on XDC? Massive potential. Well, let's check out XDC and see what we have to offer the XDC network. Okay, so XDC, let's go to the actual website. So it looks like Zenfin.io is their website, which is a pretty cool website. Let's check out the Coinbase chart as well. Okay, so in the last 24 hours, we see that it's at about 3 cents, 3% increase in the last 24 hours. We see in the last week, though, that large 11% decrease. However, in the last month, it made up for it with a 15% increase and a 4,425% increase in the last year alone. Very big things. I think the market cap right now being at 392.2 million. We have a very good potential to make some good money here. We did see a double increase with a very solid dip. Hopefully it stabilizes here. If it doesn't stabilize here, we could see another dip making up for this double increase. So you got to be careful that we don't see another dip. If it stabilizes out for a few days, let's see if we go to the last week alone. Yeah, we can see that stabilized out for a few days already. But if it stabilizes out for, I'd say, another 2 or 3 days, this is definitely going to be a good buy-in point. It could dip yet, so you're going to have to buy this with your own kind of research there. But we are going to go and take a look at the actual website itself. So Zenfin, they do have a roadmap, milestone and roadmap, perfectly what we want to look for to do a quick overview of, well, this is kind of a different one. We're not going to be able to really read that roadmap, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a little bit too much for us to read here. Let's see if I can go down and get like a brief overview. Oh, here it is. Okay. So the journey so far, milestones achieved up to 31st December 2020. So there's nothing for 2021 in the roadmap, which I don't know if I love. Milestones achieved. Okay, maybe that's what this stuff is. So yeah, that's what this is. Okay, so this is all the new stuff, and it's going to be taking too long to read all that, so we won't actually do that in this video. However, we will definitely do maybe a video on this one because there is a lot to it, and I think there could be consolidated, and you guys might want to learn more about this coin. So what is Zenfin? Let's learn a little bit about what it is, and then maybe we'll know more about the potential behind it. So Zenfin is a hybrid blockchain technology company focused on international trade and finance. We have developed a highly scalable, secure, and permissioned commercial-grade blockchain architecture. Zenfin blockchain is powered by XDC protocol, which is built over the first of its kind hybrid blockchain architecture to eliminate the inefficiency in global trade and financing to enable institutions provide real-time settlement as well as enabling cross-border smart contracts. Okay, so there is actually a lot behind Zenfin, obviously. You can check out these graphics. These are always going to be helpful to understand what they're really talking about. Cryptocurrency to compliance, DApps, and customers. I do like the idea behind this one because of the prices that we're seeing right now. If we can see it stabilize out, like I said, for a few more days, I think we will see XinFin doing big things in the future. So like I said, if we see a dip though within the next 24 hours, obviously you're going to want to buy in the dip period. Remember though, I'm not a financial advisor. I will never give financial advice, so always do your own research. However, if we go back up, it looks like we have 400 viewers still, very much so killing it. Thank you guys all so much for the support. If you haven't already, definitely like the video and or the stream, I guess, and subscribe to the channel for that most recent and up-to-date information on crypto. As we go down, looks like Ahmed asked about VSP. Please, well, Chris actually said some more. Meter governance, Meter.io. Let's see if Chris said anything else about this. He didn't. So Chris, let me know in the Discord, obviously, if I missed out on the coin. I'll give you more info on that coin and what I think about it. But let's make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think we're on Ahmed with VSP. Okay, so you've been in VSP since the $20 mark. We will have to be a little bit faster with these, looking over these coins. Obviously, the more, if I see a $20 donation, I'm going to give you a lot better of a look than a $2 donation, unfortunately, just because at this point, I'm just getting so far behind. I have to do something to make sure everybody gets their donation worth of summary on their coin. So Vesper, VSP, in the last 24 hours, it's been down about 14%. In the last week, we see a 77.67% increase in the market cap, sitting at 147.7 million. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 11.6 million. We have that circulating supply at 2.2 million VSP. I think this is a very, very great chart to look at as we see it continue to rise, and right now we see a little dip off and a stabilization. I think we are going to stabilize here before another increase. I think this actually could definitely turn into an increase. It may take a few days, but I do see Vesper increasing. Like I said, VSP, based on this price chart alone, we saw a huge dip here and it recovered very quickly and increased back up. I think this is more of a stabilization than a dip and an increase. However, if it is a stabilization, remember you can buy here, and if you buy at a reasonable price, you will, over the long term, see potential increases in profits as long as you don't put too much in. Remember, guys, when you're doing a risky purchase price, like a stabilization where we haven't seen much of a dip yet, don't buy all in. You don't have to buy all in. Just buy a few, or go the smart route and do more research, or wait a little bit and see if there is a dip coming, because obviously a dip is where you want to buy red candles. Like they always say, you always want to buy red candles, never buy a green candle. A lot of people actually go off that method. I think this is no exception. Obviously, we see a red candle, so it's not a bad time to buy. Obviously, do your own research before buying any cryptocurrency. As we continue down here, I'm going to give my jaw a break for a second talking here for the last hour and 40 minutes. It looks like we've been here. Current viewers sitting at 405 viewers. Thank you guys so much for all tuning in today. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. 331 likes on the YouTube video. Can we get that a little bit higher? Can we get that to 350 likes? I would really appreciate it. Can you take a look at the Glimmer token, GLMR? Yeah, I can definitely take a look at the GLMR. We do have a lot of donations, though, below, so we will continue to try to go through these fairly quickly. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Remember, guys, you don't have to donate. You guys have just been insane, and I cannot thank you enough for all the support on this channel. I mean, we're at 20K subs, and you guys have made these live streams pretty crazy, and I can't thank you enough. GLMR does not come up with anything, so I don't know if I'm missing something. Let's go to CoinGecko and see if anything comes up. It does not. Hennessy, make sure you let me know if I'm missing out on anything here. Let me type in the Glimmer network and maybe something will come up. I typed in Glimmer wrong. No, I don't see anything for Glimmer token on CoinGecko or Coinbase. If that's the case, that it's still a coin, I would definitely be wary before buying it if it's not on either of these exchanges, or I guess not really CoinGecko, but if they're not on either CoinGecko or Coinbase, you got to be a little bit careful about investing unless there was some kind of misspelling there. But let's continue down here. Any idea on how long XRP court case go on for? So I think as soon as XRP gets out of that court case, we're going to be seeing a lot of rises coming. I haven't been following XRP enough to really give you that exact date on the court case on when it's going to kind of be let loose. I do think, though, however, XRP is going to go pretty damn high after that, because you guys got to realize that XRP hasn't done anything. So when we saw Bitcoin, go through the roof, we saw Ethereum go through the roof. XRP has not done near as much increasing since then. I think XRP is going to go very well for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy about that. Can you look at the community token, CT, please? Yeah, let's see if we can find that one. Community token CT. Okay. There was like a com, which is, that's kind of weird actually. Let's take a look at that again. So there's a community token COM and a community token CT. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know much about community token at all. So we will take a look at this one, but just be wary that there is two on the exchange there, or on the CoinGecko. So maybe you know about that already. Let's just type in CT, I guess, see if we can get it on. We are not getting any luck here. I'm sure it's on there as well. Oh, community token. There we go. So this is one that, I mean, only 2,000. I can't even really look at this one, unfortunately, because it's only at $2,000 value in the last 24 hours. I don't want to put anyone in this kind of risk situation. I mean, $2,000 is such a, that could be one person investing in the last 24 hours. So I'm not going to look, unfortunately, too much into this one. Elijah, if there's a different coin you want me to take a look at, definitely let me know. Unfortunately, with stuff like this, I don't really want to put much emphasis on buying it or even looking at it, because I don't want people to lose their money. And I think this is definitely, you know, when it's this low, it could definitely be one of those things. And it's not always the case. I just don't want to risk it for the community that we have here, you know, in this stream. So let me know if there's a different coin you want me to take a look at. I'll try to look at that one. What about ESS? Too late or too late to enter? Let's see. Moto Cave, no problem. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. You've been around for a while now, and I can't thank you enough for all of the support. You don't, let's see, ESS. Okay. I was trying to read at the same time as type again, and you know how that's been working for me here today in our live stream. Okay, here we go. So ESS, Essentia price. Hopefully I'm on the right coin here for you. It looks like in the last month we did see a 130% increase. In the last year we did see an 11,275.72% increase. Obviously a massive increase. Obviously that's been a lot of things, a lot of cases for a lot of different altcoins. However, it does seem like Essentia is going to be one of those coins that continues to rise, as we see it at about a 0.009 mark, a stabilization. And then we saw a recent huge uptick and increase. In the last week alone, it went up to that 0.0202 and then it kind of decreased back down. So based on this price chart, you are at a kind of a risky spot to buy in, unfortunately. It hasn't stabilized out. It hasn't dipped down. It hasn't, you know, continued on the rise. All three of those would almost be better than a small dip, and then we have no information after that. Because of that, I don't want to suggest anything, but we've only been at this small dip for a while, so we don't know which directions it's going to go. It's a lot easier to tell you a good idea of what's going to happen based on, you know, the price chart itself. But let's take a look at the actual website. Maybe that'll give us more information on the vision behind Essentia 1. So earn passive income with Essentia with yield farming. Essentia is a masternode powered blockchain that enables I can never say this word. You guys know that. I feel like he picked this one out. And cross-chain transaction. It is an all-in-one platform that manages all things crypto. With Essentia, users can trade, swap, and add liquidity. Integrated with L2 transactions via ZK, Snarks, SDK, and Starkware. Okay, so I understand the process behind it. I don't know. So take your ESS, add liquidity on Uniswap, ETH, and ESS, stake LPS token on Unicrypt, earn passive income. So I like the idea behind it. Do I think unfortunately, there's just not much I can give you based on just the price chart alone. Where we're at right now, if we get a refresh and just see which direction we're heading. So it looks like maybe we're going to stabilize. If we stabilize for just a couple hours or even days here on Essentia, I think this could be a good buy-in point, because I do see that it is continuing to go up. I think for a couple of days now, it's been on that, or I guess about 1 day really. So this could still be a risky buy even in a couple hours if it stabilizes. But Essentia, definitely not a bad coin overall. I think there is a vision behind it. And I think because of that, you could go into Essentia knowing that you are in a long-term coin. And a lot of these altcoins are going to be around forever. I think a lot of people talk about how these altcoins aren't going to be around for, you know, very long. They're going to die out. There's too many of them. No, I think actually the opposite. I think a lot of these altcoins are going to stick around. Obviously, the smaller hidden gems, yes, that's the case. But obviously, not every single coin has to be. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Cardano, Chainlink, Ethereum. You know, it doesn't have to be Polkadot or any of those coins to stay around. I think there's a lot of utility tokens that will definitely stick around for quite some time. So thanks for the live. Heard of Ambrosis. Gbaz, thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate the donation. Let's take a look at Ambrosis or real quickly here. As it loads up, the Ambrosis in the last 24 hours is sitting at about 7% decrease. We see in the last week alone a 10% decrease. In the last month, we do see that 155.81% increase. In the last year, we see that large 1,036% increase. So we do see some very big potential in the price chart here because of the huge decreases recently. In the overall month span, we see a 155% increase. So with the last 10% decrease, you could be buying at a pretty good dip. The market cap's at 37.4 million. The volume in this at 4.5 million, and we have that circulating supply at that 407.4 million amp. So I do think this actually has some potential behind the price chart itself. Let's take a look at the actual website and see if we continue to see that potential when we check the overview of the website. Let's scroll down as well. So it does look like you can buy this one on Binance as well as KuCoin as well as hit BTC. But it does look like the Ambrosius ecosystem provides an industrial-grade blockchain and lot platform for the digitization of physical Let's see, Hazem. Can you look at Superbid? Yeah, I'll take a look at Superbid here in just a second. Thank you for the $5 donation. Ambrosis, welcome to Ambrosis. Ambrosis is a public permissioned blockchain ecosystem, more than 500 decentralized node operators. Okay, so based on what I'm already reading, I want to continue on to the next donations as we continue to get donations in. I can't thank you guys enough for the donations. We have concurrent viewers, still over 400. That we've been sitting there for a while. A lot of you guys have been, supporters here for quite some time, and I cannot say thank you enough. You guys are really the reason that this channel is continuing to boom, and you guys made it a fun community. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, join the Discord community in the description below or on any previous video if that link isn't working for you, because the Discord community is where you can ask these questions, and a lot of people can help you out and give you good answers as well. I have been studying crypto for some time now, but there are other people with some good knowledge as well, so they may be able to help you out with what you're asking. So what does Ambrosis offer? Ambrosis is a leading blockchain protocol for decentralized applications securing the Internet of Things, physically tracking real-world assets, integrating blockchain enterprise software for developers, entrepreneurs, and enterprises. Ambrosis offers a robust ecosystem of tools and services built around Ambrosis network. So I do like the idea behind it as well after reading a little bit more about the project they're working on here. However, you got to be a little bit careful with the price chart we're looking at in the last month. Like I said, 155% increase is massive. However, we are seeing more of a stabilization in this last week, and it's kind of up and down, a lot of up and down, not much say around it. I think there's more short-term profits to be made here than long-term at the time being, and that is going to be a little risky. So do your own research on this one. It still could be a good buy, just my short-term idea on it. Obviously, it's going to be hard to give you an answer in 2 to 3 minutes, but that's going to be my answer for you on Ambrosis. I think there is potential behind it. Thank you, Distract, for linking the Discord. That is going to be the Discord everyone wants to join. You just go to the, I believe, verification channel and hit the thumbs up, and you are in, and you can start talking with everyone else about the crypto coin of your choice. Can you look at Superbid? So yeah, let's look at Superbid real quick. Superbid. Okay. One more step. Oh, it's going to give us a verification. These are tough, guys. I don't know if I can pass this every time. I don't know if you guys can actually see this on the stream. Can you? I think you can. But let's see. Bicycle. And we got another bike. Ooh, see, do they count the motor? See, they really try to trick you up here. I don't think that's a motor. Let's go with that one. If you guys are getting... Oh, we made it. So you guys are, I'm sure everyone struggles in those. I mean, geez, I'd say those are the hardest part of crypto right there. You click too many sites, you get the verification. You got to figure out the answers for those, and there's really nothing harder than that alone. So Superbid, 20% decrease in the last week alone. In the last month, we do see that 20% decrease as well. In the last year, oh, wow, it's only been around. That is why March 15th is the first time we got a price on Superbid. The volume is very, very low. I don't usually like to look at these too often on stream and tell you guys, because I would like to do more research on them before giving you any information, because 102,000 in the last 24 hours, that could be 4 or 5 people making that amount, or it really could be even one whale making that amount of volume in the last 24 hours. So let's take a look, though, just for the heck of it, at Superbid and maybe the website itself, just to see if there's potential behind at least what they're trying to accomplish. So blow up your e-commerce with Superbid influencer actions. Get the opportunity to participate in thousands of influencer-led auctions. Okay, so I think I said actions the first time, but auctions. So it's a token on Uniswap. That's cool as well. I do like this idea. So it's basically, it looks like more of a live, is it a live stream? So there's potential behind this because I think anything with live streaming right now is good. I think a lot of people are going to be straying away from Twitch and maybe even YouTube in the future. So, something like this could be big for for anybody right now. Superbid buys tokens and transfers them to your user's account. So there's a lot of information here on the graph. I'm not going to read. I don't know really how to explain the graph to you, but the graph does look like it explains it pretty well. How the users and bidders get to the influencers, and then obviously the influencers get paid out. I think this is a very interesting concept here. So yeah, I think Superbid does have potential. I don't know if it's worth buying right now, however, because we've only been in since March 15th and the prices have been all over the place. However, we do see it decreasing now. I would wait a little bit longer, see if you can continue to wait on the decrease. You don't want to buy at 48 cents and then find out, in 2 days that, your coin is currently at 10 cents. There's just not enough volume right now to where you're feeling safe enough to get in. Obviously, this is how you make a lot of money on these hidden gems. You got to really just kind of do your own research and find out if it's something you truly believe in, a long-term vision, a long-term a goal for Superbid. Do you believe that they're going to be still around, in 3 years? So yeah, I think Superbid, like I said, it's a very potentially big coin. It's not been around long enough for me to give you a great answer on whether or not you should take a harder look at this one or not. So that is going to be all for Superbid. Let's go back to the price chart here to see the market. Right now, the market's at about 5.76%. I think we finally got caught up with all of the donations, guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's live stream. I think we actually might call it right there. We have 390 concurrent viewers still. I can't thank you guys all enough. Before we go, though, I do want to say, everyone, leave a like on the video, on the stream altogether. And I think that might be it, guys. Thank you so much for all the support today. It's been unreal. I think it was a lot of fun. We will definitely be doing live streams at least once a weekend, maybe every Saturday and Sunday. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. I can't go on for too much longer as we're almost reaching the 2-hour mark, and I have not stopped talking since the beginning of the stream. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Can you check out the vanilla bar? I wish I could. I will try to check out some more coins for you guys in the YouTube videos as well. So if you have not subscribed already, definitely subscribe to the channel and definitely turn the notification bell on. You guys have been, like I said, amazing. We're at 20K subs already. I'm trying to give you guys the most realistic and real prices every time I do price prediction videos. I try to give you guys the best crypto information as well as bring you into how I look at hidden gems and find my hidden gems personally. You guys have been amazing. Don't dislike, don't do it. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really can't say it enough. Join the Discord community in the description below, and then also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter link is also in the description below. If you guys want to join the channel, you definitely can join. There's going to be 3 different memberships. We just created this: Crypto Bronze, Crypto Silver, and Crypto Gold. You don't have to buy any memberships, but it is going to be easier for me to reply to your comments on YouTube videos as well as in stream. So if you guys want to ask a lot of questions in stream, it'll be a lot easier for me to get to you if you have that glowing up membership icon. So thank you guys all again, like I said, so much for all the support. Giovi, thank you for joining us with that Crypto Silver. I really can't thank you enough. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video or live stream.